Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you or you are. Happy Saturday! You made it to the weekend. Well done. Good for you. Woo! Round of applause for you. Because it's Saturday, so it's true. The cat coming in. Kitty cat, you want to come up? Let's see here. I put myself in an LFR queue for reasons that I'll explain more after I drink more coffee. Hi, kitty cat. She had a big piece of fluff on her right here, and I was afraid for a moment that she had an enormous spider on her. I don't want my cat to have spiders. Hi, Miss Kira. I think I am quiet, but I don't know why or how. I was checking. I have. Nope, that's a whole sentence. Thought I only needed a few heritage races. Need 10 more? Could, don't want to. Not a fan of having to level multiple odds. That's fair. You could get the ones that you could have with the characters you already got, though. That's why I'm in queue for Throne of Thunder LFR, is because as a Beast Mastery Hunter, apparently I haven't done it to get a specific bow appearance. I have most of the bow appearances, but not that one. Not that one yet. So, I'm in queue. Thanks for your leveling video. Tried it, and it was glorious. Glad to hear it. Nice, Saga. Hi, kitty cat. Should we head to like a world boss or something? I picked up my dailies. I want to remix today. I also want to get rid of these weak words. I'm not actually like using them, I find. I guess I can just delete them from here. They seem good. I'm just not as... I thought that when I installed those, I was going to be like comparing different methods of bronze farming and threads farming. And as it turns out, I'm going to do the same stuff every day regardless. So I may as well just not have them. They're great weak words. If you're looking for them, you're looking for Remix Threads Weak Aura, Remix Bronze Weak Aura by Bacon. Good stuff, but I don't need it anymore. Maybe I never needed it. Nothing like a good grind. She's at 429, and I've been promised that if I can get to 440, then I'll really be a big star. I'll be famous. I'll be a star. Darabellia, thank you for the 5-month resub. Appreciate it very much. Did you ever play Mario 64? Whoa, there's a rare in here. I don't know, but I don't think so. I had a Mario game, but I wasn't great at the platforming. And I don't know which one it was. Jeremy, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Excellent name. Fish shirt, super cool. You like this one? Me too. I was gonna take off the flannel to but I'm cold. Which doesn't make any sense. It's beautiful outside. I was walking my dog this morning, and the sun was like so warm and like yellow and lovely, and I was just like, this just makes me want to be lounging by a lake somewhere. It's beautiful. Grew up on an N64. Indeed, loved that one. When did I have it? I had something or another. You got it. That's what I think about when I read Wahoo! He would say it during one of his jumps. I definitely... Maybe I had one for Game Boy. Did they ever release Mario platformers for like, Game Boy? Because I feel like I had something. Flower mode activated. Only missing 4 weapons in my main. They all look kind of lame. There you go. That'll do ya. I don't think I'm gonna worry about like raid weapons and stuff necessarily, although those are kind of the coolest ones. But if there's easy things I can get in terms of like zone drop weapons, I feel like it's kind of a fun side project to just look into collecting those. Mario is on every Nintendo console. I have a 6-month-old puppy. When did they get less annoying? It's hard. In soon. And then you're going to be like, wait, but you were just a little baby. What happened? Where did the time go? Moosey's become more, he's still insane, don't get me wrong, but he's become a lot more reasonable in the last couple of months. The tricky thing is you're about to enter teenage months, which is when they think about what you've told them and they go, why? Why should I do that? You know what? No. From everything I can tell, I'm not an expert. I've just done this recently. You just have to be really persistent with training and try not to lose your marbles. 13-week-old Bouvier puppy, love her, but it's so hard. Moosey, my puppy just turned 12 months. He's 1 year old just recently. And he grew up so fast. It was really hard, but now that he's kind of out of the baby puppy phase, and he's still a teenager, but it's crazy how fast it happened. I have lots of pictures and video from when he was a smushy little nugget, but I wish I had more pictures and video. Video in particular. Take as many videos as you can because you're going to want them. Oh, my cue popped. Good morning. Road trip today unexpectedly starts in BC. Didn't realize we'd be dipping into your province between Banff and Jasper. Welcome to my neck of the woods. Technically. Yeah, I hope it's a lovely drive. How long would it take to get a legendary speed gem? How about 12 legendary speed gems? I will start holding on to them. I will start holding on to them for you. I don't know how long it would be, but if I stop disenchanting them, that'll probably help. I have one epic one here. Speed cap's at 49%, which I probably have through my cloak alone. I have 31%. I have 31% speed from cloak right now. There's a chairlift at Sunshine Village Ski Resort in Banff that cuts through BC. Then you ski back into Alberta. I got the bronze completion week core. It's upsetting how much bronze I need. Yeah, I've kind of turned that one off too. I didn't find that one was making me feel any better. They said that they were making improvements to transmog in Remix, and I know that they added some item that you can that is a workaround for the tusks problem. I'm hoping they do more stuff though, because it's definitely not perfect. Do I have pets out? I do. That's good. Good at how to track the stuff in Remix, or is it just kind of wing it? All the things seems to have a good list. And then I've recently got Trove Tally to track appearances that aren't on the vendors. You'd think that all the things would have those as well, but Trove Tally puts them into a nice interface. So I'm hoping drops for me here is I'm looking for... I want to do Throne of Thunder LFR until I get this Tortoiseshell Longbow appearance. Because that's why I'm here. What is the Tusk's problem? They weren't learnable by non-plate wearers, even though they were supposed to be learnable by non-plate wearers. So I understand that they added an item that you could buy with your old item that would let you learn it as a non-plate wearer. 21 million DPS. Definitely not me. DPS goals. Demon hunters seem to be having a good time. They're fixed now if you buy them fresh off the vendor. That's good. I have 10 bones of Manaroth. I don't really... Siege is like my least favorite raid. No, Throne is my least favorite raid to do. But Siege is up there. Siege and Throne both feel so long that I end up just not doing them. But, you know, we got a lot of time in Remix. There's lots of time to get everything. You were second place, but not quite as much on the boss. Oh. Let me see. Jinrock the Breaker. Yeah, I only did 592, or maybe it was 1.4 mil, but yeah. I wonder what the cloak looks like. Let me see. They have 24k agi, 24k main stat in their cloak. I'm only running 8. That's wild. That's so much Remix playing. Okay. I wonder what they're in LFR for. I know why I'm here. Oh, maybe that's how they have so many threads, is they just do like a ton of stuff every day. I don't even have a pet out, man.
Beware.
71 bones left on my main, and I wish I could just trade them to other people. Oh! Siege, such a slog. I just need to make sure if I do siege, I go with Fluby. I should ask. What do people say? Wake me up before you go. No yo-yo. I'm not even gonna try. Not sure how long Siege normal runs today. Didn't feel that slow. I'm just spoiled and I'm used to the tier 14 raids that are like 6 bosses each tops. Like a Heart of Fear and MSV you can get done within like 10 minutes if it's really going fast. At least it feels like that. I'm lucky. I have a real soft kitty in my lap. But yeah. In theory, my item level should be picking up quite a bit because I should be getting more bronze every day from doing all these heroic raids. Just need anything. It's just cool for him. But he loves to do it as being mega powerful because he finds it so fun. Oh, just like running LFR. Yeah. I kind of thought that was going to be me, but they didn't need me. They had it all done already. Okay, 1 bow, please. No, those are shoulders. Okay. I think I am... Is that the end of the raid? The one thing that trips me up about LFR on Remix is that you don't get a little progress tracker on the right-hand side that tells you which bosses are in that wing. Mind you, you could just, like, know which bosses are in the wing or, like, remember it from here, but I didn't get what I was looking for, so I think I'm gonna... Well, I could always try it again later, too. Any galleon? Definitely on the back end of the bronze grind. Yeah, I disabled the bronze per week, Cora. I wasn't looking at it at all. I was not making my life easier. How's my cloak doing? 90k. 90k. Maybe 100k will feel like something. I want to be in queue, but then I can't join groups and stuff. Chores then raids. Yeah. Heading out for the day exploring. Happy hunting. Have a wonderful day. I can't believe summer's almost started. It feels like such a... I feel like there's vacation spirit in the air. Maybe it's just because I went for a walk early on a Saturday morning when everybody was like either away or just sleeping in, but streets are quiet, you know? People's cars are parked in their driveways or just gone. It's nice. I'm going... Who's this? Oh, I disenchanted my Door of Shadows boots. I didn't think about that. I guess I can just carry the cogwheel gem around with me, but it would be nice to be able to swap out the boots themselves. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Oh, thanks, Enigma Vortex. Oh, not going anywhere this weekend. Off Friday to Monday. Have been ordered to rest and heal. I hope you have a nice calming recuperation. I could use a rest day. One of the things that makes me feel old is building a new PC, realizing my monitor just uses old HDMI ports. My new PC wants a new display port, and I didn't even know HDMI was now obsolete. I don't think it is. HDMI and display have existed side by side for a long time. But yeah, I had that problem too. I got a bunch of cables that were HDMI to display port. You can just get a cable that runs that straight. Not going anywhere for a few days sounds very nice, not gonna lie. Yeah, I need to catch up a little bit. Although I also want to go somewhere. That's the problem. Is like I feel like I've been inside and I want to go outside and I want to relax outside, but I want someone else to take me. I want the universe to just like teleport me to a nice beach somewhere. Luck with sleep a little bit. It's still not great, but I'm doing a little tiny bit better. I got up at 5:30 this morning instead of 3:30, which was an improvement. I never thought I'd say that. I used to be like an 8 a.m. kind of girl. Feeling very lucky. I'm sure I'd come tomorrow, have cabin fever. I bought cables that were HDMI in, DP out, and I just fully poured in HDMI out. What a wild ride that was. Wild ride is my favorite pair of words to describe that situation. Thanks for your remix leveling guide. I've gotten 5 tunes leveled since. Nice. Give yourself slack where it's due. I just want like a nap where my body doesn't wake me up again. I'm not usually like this. This is very unusual for me. I normally sleep great. I'm just trying to get readjusted to a new schedule, and I think my brain's like, you got to get up. You're not done. And I think I'm looking forward to Monday when it's my day off, so I can tell my brain can just be like, okay, I'm done. Turn it off. Because even if I'm like, okay, I'm going to be finished for today and I'll try again in the morning, there's part of me, I guess, that's still like, no, you're not done. You don't get to sleep. Shadow Flyer, thank you for the 10-month resub. Yay. Going somewhere to scratch the itch can be really refreshing too. Beach sounds nice. It's going to be a bit warm today. Although I can't complain about that. Apparently it's very, very warm in a lot of places. We've started taking water along on every walk that we go on with Moose, because even when it's only like 18 Celsius, if it's sunny, he heats up real good because he's got big thick fur and he's mostly black on his back. Hello, how you doing? Excuse to venture to the beach. I like it when you go to the beach because you see seals. My partner went fishing and took a video of this big bull seal spitting water at him because I guess it was mad that he was fishing in its spot. I was like, I want to see the seal. He needs a heat sink. I didn't know if it was a thing or not, but when I was giving him water yesterday to try to help him cool down, I got my hands wet and then I got his ears a bit damp because it was breezy and I figured maybe I could air condition my dog. I figured, he can't sweat, but maybe I can help him out a little bit. I don't know if it helped him at all, but he didn't seem to mind. He looked a little confused, but that's kind of, you got to get used to that if you're in my house, because I'm strange. Sitting next to the water and existing. Strap a big aluminum thing on his back and let him run. What if I just rig him up with a solar panel? What, down ears and paws? Yeah, he'll do his paws if he finds any mud or anything even remotely wet looking. This is remix. I must have just missed Galleon. But you know what? I'm kind of relaxing. I'm kind of enjoying just being right now. It's like the beach, except I'm on my computer. Portable shade generates electricity for his USB fan. Imagine Missy with one of those little USB misters. I saw that my city had misting stations set up, which was kind of neat. They've added some extra public faucets, and they can mist you, or you can refill your water bottle and stuff. Kind of like old school galleon farming. Unaliving innocent Mushans. I'm gonna give me bronze. Here, listen. These guys were also doing it, so we're evening things out. I got an infinite thread of mastery. You saw that online? What did I see online? There must have been a word. Oh, no, I went out there. I went for a walk. We did a big walk yesterday at the misting stations. Do the world bosses award significant threads too? Yeah, you get a legendary thread spool once per day per world boss. And those are very good for keeping your cloak going. You go to the farmer's market still. It's right now. I No, because my Saturday morning stream is at the same time, and by the time stream is over, it's really hot and all of the good veggies are gone. Also, it's more expensive than regular grocery store prices, and regular grocery store prices are pretty expensive. But I like the vibe. I like the concept of the farmer's market. Soak towels in water, wring them out, put them on the floor for our dogs to lay on. What if you did a Saturday stream a little later every now and then? Yeah, it's just a big stream day, I feel like, because a lot of people have the day off, so they kind of look forward to it. Or maybe I'm just imagining that, but... You know, what if somebody worked really hard all week and they're like, listen, it's Saturday morning at X time. I'm going to have a cup of coffee and I'm going to sit down and play WoW and I'm going to put on a Hazel stream. And they got there and I wasn't there because I needed vegetables. No Battlegrounds and Remix. I'm trying not to shop because I'm trying to save money. It's a tough thing, but we're doing our best. Any abilities where the icon does not match well with the ability's effect? Trank Shot comes to mind. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's technically a hand, isn't it? I was going to say Binding Shot, but it has chains on it. It's just the rest of it's a bit wild. I think sometimes the icon makes sense. I'm just dumb and I don't see what it's supposed to be. Like, I don't really know what the disengage icon is supposed to be. It's just colors to me. But maybe somebody smart would look at it and be like, ah, yes, a footprint with a Doppler effect or something smart like that. That is exactly what I do for Saturdays. Aww. CSA boxes are nice. Perks of the farmer's market, none of the people. What's a CSA box? When a class has almost all the icons looking the same. For example, Mistweaver. Bear Druid icon team in shambles. Give him a claw. Now I'm looking at my icons being like, which one of you guys does not belong? What do we think the Revive Pet icon's all about? I guess it looks small. I guess it vaguely looks like a hand that's like waving. Does that imply that I can bring animals back from the dead with like the Force? You're waking them up. Shaking them to wake them up. Wake up, Harold. Wake up. What do you mean vaguely? That is a hand. I always thought it looked like a piece of driftwood or something. I don't know, you know, stuff. Just bopping the pet on the head until it wakes up. Big workout, walk. Exorbitant amount of food for BBQ later. Till then, Hazel chill stream time. Oh, you're living. It's not an admirable character trait to compare your life to somebody else's, but yours often sounds like really nice. Or like the life that I wish I had the confidence to live kind of thing. I don't think Galleon likes me. Am I in the wrong spot? That would be funny. No, I'm in the right spot. Imagine if just lounging on a hillside with nothing doing. I'm not even in queue for anything. I guess I could be checking because I'm not in queue. I guess I could be keeping an eye on this. Yeah, I'll join a waiting room group. Why not? The IG life, but on Twitch chat. I think it's because like on IG, first of all, that's the one platform I'm not addicted to, so I don't really scroll that. But then secondly, it doesn't feel real. Like it's, you know that when someone's just posting a bunch of really pretty pictures, or, you know, like they have like maybe a YouTube short and it's like their super aesthetic morning routine. It's not necessarily real. Or even if like the things shown are things that they do every day, the vibe is very much augmented by like the editing and the flow of it and the graphics and everything like that. Like it's not you're selling something that's a little bit too good to be true. But, you know, when it's just Twitch chat, it's real. What if they were posting watches? Well, if you put it in the mail, you can't tell what time it is. Anyone know the cap for XP in the cloak? That's fair. What's the best Keanu Reeves movie? Correct answers only. Yeah, Matrix is my first thought too. I think I might rewatch it. Bill and Ted. I'm gonna Google that. Partner says Matrix 2. Sequel better than the original. This is bold. Bold stuff. What's Bill and Ted? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. 1989 comedy / sci-fi. Oh, good lord. I've never heard of this, but all of the pictures that I'm seeing on Google Images are phenomenal. Help me level up 5 alts so far, and I loathe leveling alts. Congratulations. What else has he been in? Point Break. What is Point Break? It sounds like a movie about fonts and typing, but that can't be right. He's got some hair. I love it when you open a movie poster and it's just like men. Manly men. Men with wet hair. 1991 American crime film. Okay. Oh, it's got Patrick Swayze in it. Okay. Make sure you get the Point Break from the 80s. Speed. Film is fantastic. He voices Shadow in the new Sonic movies. Yeah, I think I'm due for at the very least a Matrix rewatch. First speed leveling alt, 47, only 150% XP. Save 90% from bosses. Fantastic movie, don't know if it's your vibe. Yeah, I should probably watch some things that are outside of my vibe just to broaden my horizons a little bit, or I don't know, get out of my comfort zone, but the comfort zone is comfy. I rewatched the 2004 Phantom of the Opera last night, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I love that movie. Poor Gerard Butler, just doing his best to keep up. But Galleon, it's gotta spawn soon, right? What is Galleon broken? Did someone work Galleon? Hellraiser are pretty similar. Both has people in it. I love Phantom of the Opera. I was reflecting on how when I was a teenager, I just thought that everything about it was just like peak storytelling and aesthetic. It just has such like a poppy score to it. Never seen it. It's I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's like a great work of art. It's like a it's hang on. I had an idea. It's got Emmy Rossum in it. She sings real pretty. It's kind of I don't know. It's like a poppy movie adaptation of a fairly poppy musical to begin with. Maybe Galleon decided it was time to stop looting and pillaging. Someone in the raid group is like, where is everyone heading next? And then someone went, bed. It's like 9:30 on a Saturday morning. Although, to be fair, they've got a point. Something to be said for bed. It's gotta spawn soon. What's out of your comfort zone? Dinner in America. Picked that bit up from months ago. It's somewhere on my mental list, which means I haven't written it down, which means that the chances aren't great. But it is on the list. Happy Saturday. You rock. Thanks, Green Illidan. Happy Saturday to you. Oh, man. I guess it's good that we got the Saturday news out before Sunday. I think you broke Galleon. Buddy. Wait. Take me with you. It's... Galleon doesn't like me. I'm in a waiting group too, so he's standing up all these other people on behalf of not liking me. Oh, okay. How do you rate Something's Gotta Give on the list of Keanu Reeves movies? I don't think I've seen... I think the only two that I've seen are that movie and then The Matrix. I don't think I've actually seen him in anything else, which is why I was asking for more. He was very charming in Something's Gotta Give, although it's not a very fleshed out character. It's got one job and it does it. Solid second place, yeah, pretty much. All my groups skipped Lore Master and Jade Serpent, only made it to 69.5. Yeah, it can vary depending on not just that, but like some dungeons will just have more bosses than others. Skullmance has like tons of bosses, so those are really good. I saved that moment where we were 1% short as a highlight. I'm going to see if I can cut it for YouTube. It was too good. Keanu was a tumbleweed in a SpongeBob movie. Galleon? His spawn time must be like 15 minutes at the most, right? Mm-hmm. Going to an eye appointment today. Hopefully they can sort out. Headaches are no good. What if I get on his mount so that he feels comfortable? I have your son. Come forth. Come save him or he doesn't get the good hay. Oh, it worked! That's the longest I've had to wait for a world boss this entire event. Alright. Magic confirmed. Me too. Turns out all you need is some good old-fashioned blackmail. I haven't even done my dungeon and scenario dailies. This is a messy remix day. How's our threads doing? 90k. Let's do Dungies first. Get some early loot. You know what they should invent? Pre-cooked pasta. I mean, they have like pasta of like dubious structure that's intended to be microwaved. It's not a good idea, but someone invented it. You're mixing it up. 7k. What is my next upgrade? What are we doing here? We got a bow at 46. Is everything 46? No, I need to get my chest, legs, and then maybe boots caught up. Yeah, chest, legs, and boots, and then we're saving for a weapon upgrade. Buy fresh pasta, takes like 2 minutes to boil. The only thing that I can think of that quantifies as fresh pasta that I've seen like in a store has been like pre-made tortellini and ravioli and stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen just like spaghetti, just like not dried on the shelf. Gloves for the feet. You can buy fresh pasta. Where? This might be regional. Used to make fresh pasta. It was delicious. I always used to struggle every time I tried to make fresh pasta with not being able to roll it thin enough. So it would be delicious, but the noodles would be way too thick and they would cook up gummy. And nobody liked that. At the pasta shop, get a pasta voucher. You get your pasta reward card. And then they punch it with the little pasta noodles. Not uncommon here. I'm sure I'm just not getting out enough. I live in a big enough city. Someone's got to sell it. I think I'm probably just too cheap. I buy dry macaroni in like the largest bulk bag for as little money as humanly possible. And then I put it in the pot and I make mac and cheese. Can't explain to you why I'm being that cheap on pasta when the cheese is not cheap, but what do you do? Definitely more expensive. Sounds delicious. I do a pretty good, given the right ingredients, I mean, it's not hard. Anybody can do it, but I do a pretty good stovetop mac and cheese. It's not good for your health, but that's not the point. Scoots with a 50-month resub. 50. Holy moly. We did it. We made it to 50. It's a round number. Also, Shadowflyer had a 10-month resub. I don't know if I saw that one. You guys are gonna make me hungry. I had a Subway sandwich at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, and it was a huge mistake. But it was after stream, I ended stream at like noon. And I was all like, I'm going to go for a workout, and then I'm going to focus for a little bit more, and then maybe I'll take a nap. And I turned off the stream, and then I was like, so I slept for 2 hours, and then had a sandwich, and it was just playing catch-up ever since. Okay. Good. Good work, team. Floyd here now. I think the sandwich was fine. I think the cookie was a mistake. Subways around here do a thing where they give you a free cookie even if you didn't buy one. They're trying to get you to leave reviews. It's been a failing strategy so far. I've never done it. But I usually eat it because it's in front of me. And that is the secret to getting me to eat cookies. But they're usually a mistake. They don't usually make me feel good. Warm weather makes me want to nap in the afternoon so much. I just want like, actually, I don't know if I want a hammock. I probably can't sleep in hammocks, but the fantasy is like the hammock under a tree in a garden, or like the, you know, the picnic blanket under a tree by the water. You know, nice boat with a canopy on a lake. Live, love lake. You know what I mean? Fantasy is fine. The reality is back pain. I got motion sick in a hammock because I am, if nothing but rock and roll. I have a little, I don't need any in my life because I'm just not a good fit for them. Egg chairs now. That's fun. Common for people to sleep in those routinely in very warm climates. A little too rock, a little too much roll. Precisely, you get it. Not built for pirate life. True. This is the real reason I haven't paid for a fishing charter, is because I don't want to spend all this money to get some salty fisher person to pilot me out onto the sea so that I can go fishing, and then I spend the entire time just trying not to chuck cookies. Dungeon queue time. I have 9. I can upgrade some more pieces. Because they sound like the dream, but they're really not cheap. Although I guess nothing's as cheap as staying home. When that's your baseline and you're cool with it, it's really hard to talk yourself into doing anything else. 4:31. Am I don't know what the sentence is. When you're in a boat, I assume you are sometimes in a boat since you fished. Do you feel like the floor is rocking for the rest of the day? I used to have that happen. I haven't been on a boat aside from just like a ferry in a long time, though. I do exclusively shore fishing. It's like fishing combined with bouldering combined with I really shouldn't be standing on this wet rock. What are your thoughts and where within sticking to the you must be in town and at a profession table to craft stuff? Miss the days where I could make potions on the go. I like doing it in town. I like the feeling of needing the town for something. I like the fantasy of putting on your profession equipment and getting into the work table. Plus, they do make portable tables you can use. But it's just personal. How was the ferry when you moved back to the island? It was fine. It was good. It would have been a really beautiful trip if I wasn't so sleep deprived and stressed and holding an angry cat. If I was just taking that trip as a tourist for fun, it would be gorgeous. And it would be an easy one to do, too, because it leaves from right downtown. I don't really get seasick on ferries unless the weather's really crazy, because they're huge, stable boats. Like, it's kind of like getting on a big bus. Mom used to be able to do roller coasters, but put her on a boat in a completely glass flat lake, and she's done for. Make friends with some rich people who have a boat. I have a chicken on my backpack. Aki Leonard, thanks for the 9-month resub. Hello, Hazel. How is the WoW grind going? It's going. I'm up to 431 on my remix character. It's not going very fast today, but that's all right. We're chilling. We're vibing. Normal day, you can't even feel the fairy moving. Love the chicken backpack. Working my 5th, 6th alt mailbox power leveling. Nice. I love hearing that that's working for people. It's awesome. Chickens want company. Well, that's what the eggs are for. What if she has chicken friends at home, but this is just my travel chicken? This is my portable chicken. That's she's just seeing the world a little bit, but she like has her hen friends. She has her best chicks. I can't come up with a poultry pun for gal pals. Yeah, it's your chicken on the go. Yoked at max item level doing 7 mil DPS. This warrior's doing 25 mil. There's always someone better, man. It's like always gonna be true in like everything, but it's funny in remix because you're like, listen, I gotta get to this point and then I'm gonna be the best ever, and then you get to that point and you're like, well, I am good, but chick friend. I named my backpack Chicken Nugget. Yeah, a normal toon should also become a Dragonflight character. I don't think it matters if you didn't finish leveling it. Foul on the prowl. There you go. I was trying to come up with a chick magnet joke, but it's not coming out sounding very good. We're just gonna leave that one on the floor. Thanks for all the great content. Tried your power leveling method yesterday. Worked fabulously. Very nice. You guys have been leveling more else with it than me. I've only done 2. I did the 2 characters that were in that video, and that's been it. I did finish the second one though, which is good. I guess I'm gonna do it. I should probably think about what other remix alts I want to level, both for heritage armor and just for the sake of bronze farming. And then I should do them sooner rather than later, just in case they change something, because they haven't fixed it yet, and it's been active for a while, and they're like, I don't know. I'm sure there are still people working remix, but I feel like they have bigger problems than breaking my fun. But it's possible that they could make a change to prevent that, because it is kind of cheesy. Working on one somewhere around Thursday. Keep getting sleepy. You can transfer gems from one remix alt to another if you make use of a friend or a second account. You could use a starter account for it, though. You could log into your starter account and your regular account at the same time, trade the gems to the starter account character, and then trade them to your other character. It's a pain in the butt, but you could do it. You just can't send them in the mail. Oh, that's right. You're right. They can't trade. I'm so sorry. I lied. You would have to be a paid account or a friend then. That's the trick. Big difference of bronze from normal heroic versus LFR. Heroic in particular is a huge bonus to bronze. You get a lot. It feels like you're getting, like, if you kill a normal raid boss, you're getting 500 bronze, and if you kill a heroic raid boss, you get 750. It's like half again as much, and that adds up really quick. Mule gems via wifey. There you go. Catching my Marks Hunter up in retail. Just made a Kata Worgen today. Oh, nice. You guys having fun in Kata Classic? That's up, right? It's like a thing. I don't think anybody's asking me to play Kata Classic, but it would be funny to do just for, like, I guess you would be leveling, right? Like, if you're going to play Kata Classic for, like, a day, you would have to make, like, a goblin or something. Sorry, you said it was at peak popularity 2 weeks ago, but it's still good. Didn't it just come out 2 weeks ago? Okay. Heroic raids, item level or threads. 400-ish item level. I couldn't say how many threads. For heroic raids, but the more the better. You can also get in before that point. You're just going to be one of the people getting carried. They did not reduce the bronze requirement to upgrade gear, and they also publicly posted that they were not going to do that. They said that that the upgrade costs are here to stay. So if anybody was holding off waiting for them to nerf it, you would be waiting a long time. Your tune looks like Crowley's niece. Hazel, I think I regret upgrading my remix tune. Cleared Mythic, full clear, most trash, 15k-ish bronze, including caches, scrapping all gear. Remember a dev saying Mythic Siege would be like 30k. I thought that was the case too. I haven't done Mythic Siege yet. That's kind of a bummer. It's your best way to get bones though. You're getting bones of Manaroth faster than anything else in the game. 3860. I think I can upgrade gear one more time. Plus now you have like a fully geared character for the rest of remix. There you go. When I do start remix, will I be able to get away with heavily saving my bronze? Do I need upgrades to survive that far? You can get everything that you want off the bronze vendors without ever gearing up at max level. And the best way to do that is by leveling alts. Power leveling alts in particular. If you speed level alts, that's kind of your best bronze per hour. And you can just buy things in every alt that you power level. The bones are needed as a vendor currency towards Garrosh heirlooms and the tusks of Manaroth. If we can find the rare goods guy. Where's the rare goods vendor? That's raid stuff. Raid finder stuff. That's a scrapper. We're doing Heroic Siege first just to kind of get her done. Rare collections, that's the one. So should be, oh no, those are toys and whatnot, aren't they? Oh, maybe it's in the raid one. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so you need 2 bones for each Garrosh heirloom that you want to buy. And then if you want to buy Tusks of Manoroth, you need 20 bones and then 38,500 stuff. Welcome all. Let's crush. Siege time. What do I do about burnout? Played the heck out of Remix for a week straight. Now I can't bring myself to log in. Whenever that happens to me, it's time to take a break. There's no sense in forcing yourself to play a game for fun in your precious leisure hours that you are not having fun with. If it don't feel good, don't do it. And that's totally normal. Happens to lots of people. Okay. Hi, Kitty. You're so sweet. She's just purring. We're not even doing nothing. We're just hanging out. Hi. Do a stam pet just to kind of have a little extra health for living. I'm running around with 3.3 million health. Smells Moose on you, trying her best to put her scent on you. I gave Moosey a lot of real big hugs this morning. I was feeling kind of smooshy. And he's a sweet boy, and he's very he doesn't I think he likes hugs. He doesn't run away from them or anything. He'll come see you if he's like, Mom, hi, want to cuddle or something? And spread her right around this side so I can get some of the smooshies. I want to see how long this raid's going to take. We're starting at approximately 10 a.m. I'm going to try and remember that. I want to learn about how War Within Professions could fix Dragonflight's mistakes and secret remix bug. Where can I go? I don't know. It sounds like you're going to have to do some research. Or you can watch a brand new Hazelnutty Games at Saturday news video. Musa Lapdog. Only on very rare occasions. He wants to get on your lap, especially if you like sit in his bed, but he doesn't want to sit in your lap. He kind of like dives head first. Like he'll kind of twist his body so he puts the top of his head down on your legs, and then he like flattens the front of his body, and his back legs are still standing straight up, and then he kind of like worms over until he collapses. It's a very goofy kind of moosey thing to do. Hazelnutty makes Saturday news videos. These are all on YouTube. Only for very sturdy labs. Yeah. And sometimes they come out on Saturdays. Struggle with choosing which one tune to upgrade. How is the Flubby was doing good damage? I'm coming. Does seem like power leveling alt is the best bronze method at this point. I think so. I think that it is the only thing that I think really competes with it is if you are able to, on like a really strong character, just crush through like a world tour of heroic raids really fast with like a really geared team. And even that's basically like equivalent to the 2-hour power level. It's not even necessarily better.
Special coming.
This is a pretty geared group. Cannot be trusted with fresh bread and need an adult. What I saw on IG, probably would have seen on TikTok ages ago. What was that? Kind of nostalgic from watching you run Siege for the Mount way back. I know. I thought I was free from this place forever. Maybe that's why I find myself not wanting to run Siege. Couple with dogs kneeling on either side of the dog and putting their hands together to see what the dog does. Oh, you win if the dog puts their paw on it as well. That does sound cute. My partner and I, if we're like hanging out with Moosey, and if we're like hugging or dancing or smooching or something, Moose will put his head like right between us. It's like the meme of like a school dance where they make you leave room for Jesus, except that he's making you leave room for Moose. He will, like, every time without fail, he will walk right between us. He's not like particularly like defensive over one or the other of us. I think he just really wants to be included. It's like, what are we doing, guys? Let me in. The floofiest third wheel. Mm-hmm. Look, they're so funny. I tried raids and mop after you said they were way easier. It was so fun. Dog does that too. Partner uses a special block term for her. Like a command to encourage the dog to like get in the middle, or to encourage the dog to give us a minute. Clueless about dragon riding. Will that mess me up in beta? You'll get the hang of it. The only buttons you really need to worry about are the up button and the forward button, and then maybe the spinny forward button. The rest of them you can just drag off your bar. Just bought Tusk, to be honest. Really didn't think I'd get them at all. Nice. I think I'm eventually going to get them as well. And I'm a bit surprised as well because I figured it would be really annoying to do, but I'm kind of in Siege anyways for bronze.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It's trying to be PG.
1.
I see. I gotcha.
Big ad. Big ad. Stay away from lines. Big ad.
The first time I did this in Heroic, just the raid damage absolutely moitered me. Times change. My autolit's been really slow in raids. Time to go meet my family for brunch. Bye, Hazel and Chat. Bye. Didn't think I'd put out the effort to max out my gear at 476. It snuck up on me because I didn't expect it to be fun. I expected it to feel like really bad every time I dumped like thousands of bronze into a gear upgrade instead of into buying Mog or something like that. But it's just so addicting seeing your damage numbers go up. And plus there's the knowledge that there is like an end point where eventually you can't put any more bronze in. But maybe you want to still do all that content to, don't mind me. Maybe you still wanted to do all that content to farm more bronze for the vendor, or just to show off, or to get threads or something. Yeah, you are getting more bronze for that vendor. It's not your auto loot, it's the server's crying due to all the damage and the abilities. this point, I have a hard time not killing something. Did 3.3 billion total on a boss right just now. Holy. I'm just glad I managed to get to this point because I was a little bit confused, I guess? I don't know. I felt a little like I'd been bait and switched when I first got leveled in Remix, and I'm like, I thought this was the super powerful, overpowered mode. They had that graphic on the launcher that was like, overpowered? Maybe. And where is the overpowered? But you gotta work for it a little bit. Fresh 70s are not even regularly powered. Yeah, you gotta get a 476. Is there a Shaw for every deadly sin? That's a good question. I don't know if I've seen a sloth one. Maybe you just couldn't be bothered to get up and come fight us. I also don't know if there was a Shaw of Lust. I'm guessing it's not quite a perfect analogy. Dang, 70 in an alternate dungeon yesterday. Immediately got one shot by box mech. I was trying to... Yesterday I got a character almost level. They were like to 69 and 99%. And I was just gonna like, oh, I'm gonna go kill like a couple of mobs to get the experience to pop me to 70. And the first mob that I pulled almost won because it was so much stronger than me. Anger, fear, despair, doubt, hatred, pride, and violence. Stupid sexy shot. Fresh 70 feeling, not it. I will say this for it. It motivated me to spend a bunch of bronze and get away from it. I was very excited to start to not feel like that. Maybe it was a benefit to have such a impotent feeling starting point. I tell myself that if I had like a cozy garden with like a comfy chair in it, I would just hang out there on nice summer days like this and read a book. And I have a feeling that I would do it for like 30 minutes and then I would be like, you know where there's less wasps and UV rays? Bed. And then I would just go back inside. It's basically what I did when I was a kid. We had a yard and some lawn chairs you can go lounge on, and I would bring a book or my Game Boy or something out there. And I would hang out there for like maybe 45 minutes tops. Sometimes 30 minutes is all you need. Do you have a balcony? I do. It's not the most private place in the world.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I found out I hate being around hornets recently. It's a good thing to know about yourself. I think they're cool in the abstract sense, but I don't want them anywhere near me either. I usually try to leave so I don't make them uncomfortable, though, you know. I don't want them to think it's them. One of the places that I rented, the place I rented in Oregon right before I moved, I had a little balcony, but I didn't really get any furniture or very many decorations. I got like a plant, but I knew I was moving, so I didn't really want to go all out. And that was a balcony that was like overlooking basically like the apartment complex parking lot. So it was super not private. Like everybody could see you from their windows, and then also anybody driving in or out could see you. And it had a railing on it that sort of obscured you from view if you were like, you know, below 3 feet tall, but you could still sort of see out of it. So I would just like sit on the floor of my balcony because I wanted to like eat outside. I would take like a little cereal bowl of my dinner or whatever, and I would just like sit on the floor and like peek out from behind the bars of my balcony, and I would watch the cars drive in and I would watch the cars drive out, and I would be like, you didn't stop for the stop sign, and I saw it. Not, I wouldn't say that to them, but I would tally their transgressions while I ate my noodles. Spiegel, yeah, pretty much. I'm sure that neighbors saw me because you're not invisible, you're just behind like a railing. I'm sure that people saw me and were like, that woman is a little odd and is making me uncomfortable. But like, I wasn't staring in the windows of anybody's home. I was just watching the parking lot. One of these days going to calculate how much longer Galacross is than any other siege boss. I liked that apartment. Sometimes I wish I could have just transplanted that apartment into the city and then had it cost the same amount of money. Eating on the floor is comfy. I do it a lot. I'm not willing to say where it was. I think boss timers are counting down. Unless you mean like in the middle of my screen. That's my frenzy weekora. Spills have less distance to fall. I find it harder to fall off my chair if I'm seated on the floor. Oh, my health. I don't know.
Big ad.
Taking quite a bit of damage there. Windweaver is the Tinker gem that prevents fall damage. It also makes you move faster. It's this one with a little wind icon on the right-hand side of the Narcissus UI. Right in the middle. Any good epics? I have a good weapon already. Ooh, Mastery Haste helmet, but I have a Mastery crit helmet, so actually I'm good. That belt is straight Versa. It's kind of peculiar. I thought, oh, maybe I thought that epic gear was going to have 2 stats on it, but I guess maybe sometimes it can be all in 1 stat and not have any second stat at all. So like if I upgraded that one, it would have even more versatility because it didn't have the mastery on it. You can roll on my server if you want. I don't mind. I don't really interact with anybody, but you might see me around. Epic gear with 1 stat, doubling up on that 1 stat. Yeah, that seems kind of neat. I thought I would never get all legendary gems, and now that I've got them, I feel like I'm just piling up more and more and more gems. I'm on Lightbringer, NA.
Phase 2.
That's what my guild's flabby type told me. Oh, look, it's Galacross. He's here. Oh, he's dead. Bracers with Mastery Versa. I have Haste Versa. I'm good. I love the idea of a flabby archetype that every guild has. No, fast leveling hasn't been nerfed yet. People were doing it today. It's a little depressing, but if there was a Hazel archetype in a guild, it would be hopefully friendly gamer, doesn't read guild chat, shows up to raid, does not check her messages. I'm sure I come across as horribly cold and distant because I just don't look at anything. And if I do see it, I see it like 8 days after someone said it to me, at which point it's like wildly too late. How would you define the flabby archetype? Someone that knows all of the tech and the strats. They got their finger on the pulse of what all the smart people are doing. They're several steps ahead usually. Do you use DBM with your voice pack? No. No, if there was a hell, that's what it would be. Being forced to run raid content with your own voice telling you what you're doing wrong. Actually the worst day ever. I don't think anybody should use my voice pack because I don't think it's very good. But I can't take it down because people would yell at me. Some things are just cursed. I like it, yeah. I just do my best to forget that it's out there. Thus the really infrequent updates. My pet died. Hilda, wake up! Wake up, Hilda. I also recorded a lot of the original lines for the voice pack that it still uses. Like, years and years and years ago. I don't know how long ago, I don't know how old it is, but it's like a decently old project, which doesn't usually help you with the cringe factor.
Watch your step. Target change. Stay away from lines.
This is a raid. I'm doing a Heroic Siege of Orgrimmar Pug on Panda Remix. I'm going to be a priest main for War Within. I'm going to play a gnome priest. I think I'm going to be splitting my time between Shadow and Holy, depending on whether or not my friends need me to heal. I've been spending a bunch of time on Remix on a Hunter, and I've been getting kind of comfy on it, though. Maybe I'll level up Squidgy in the War Within, too. Maybe she'll be my primary ult. Yeah, Inksy's my gnome priest. Excuse me? Oh, I probably ran in first. Don't mind me. Then you can be buddies with Hooli. Oh, on a Hunter? Vaguely tempting. She better be a scribe. She's actually not. She's never had inscription. I just thought it was a cute name for a gnome. It was fun to say. You feel cute when you're saying it. Inksy. Yeah, I think I'm faster on foot too. I'm running at 203%. But I think there's also something in here that buffs I think there's also something that buffs my mounted speed as well. This is Remix. Fluby do big damage. After this raid, I should be able to get my bow upgraded, I think. Because I should be all 486, which means that that's my next thing. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a huge chunk of main stat. Didn't look where I was going as I tried to keep up with the group. Did you play every classic so far? Just hardcore and wrath for an hour for I want to say the pet. Yeah, we did Wrath for like an hour for we leveled a DK in Wrath for some kind of a promotion. I think you're right, it was a pet. I never touched TBC. I don't think they made me log into that for anything. I played Original Classic for a little bit. I played Season of Discovery for a little bit. I played Season of Mastery maybe a little bit more. Played Hardcore quite a bit. But no, I haven't tried Kata, and I didn't log into TBC at all. I also never did like raids or anything. Frostworm Mount. That's what it was. That's right. I like hardcore. First time back playing WoW in almost 10 years. Got 85 without BOAs in 83 hours. 83 hours! Holy. Okay, maybe I don't want to casually try it. That's a huge commitment. I think that there's just not enough extra room in my brain to keep up with that many versions of the game in terms of like how to actually play them. I like classic hardcore because understanding my class wasn't a huge part of it. It was understanding how to not die in your class, which was like a very specific challenge that didn't feel the same as just like, I don't know, raiding. I feel like if I was trying to raid or like do dungeons on like a priest or a hunter or something in Cataclysm Classic, and then I was also doing Mythic Plus and retail, I couldn't even deal. Ton to sort out. I just don't think there's enough room in my brain. I can't even keep up with one version of the game. Massive Palworld update later this month. He played hardcore and stubbornly refused to die when I bet channel points, and exactly that. Yeah, I played a few minutes of Palworld. I want to play a lot more Stardew Valley. I just don't know when I'm going to do that. It's only so many hours in the day, and I keep watching movies in the evenings. I remember my hardcore classic self-found hunter. She got to 20. She was doing great. I just just ran out of steam. I looked around. I was like, hey, hello? Anybody? Nope, nobody there. Everybody's doing something else. And then I forget what came out. Something. Maybe season 4. Warlock got her horse too. That's true. That was the first time I ever got any kind of a mount in any kind of classic. Level 20 death. No, well. No, she didn't die. I just didn't keep playing it. I only ever had one on-stream death, like a major character death in Classic. I had a few like Lobby tunes that were sub 10 that I lost off-stream just for fun. But I only ever died like the once. The rest of them all got shelved. I had like a level 30-something Hunter, my level 40-something Warlock, level 20-something Self-Found Hunter. Yeah, there's a clip somewhere of my my hardcore death. It was my first main. It was Trogs at level 14 in Loch Madan. The hardcore commands are gone. They weren't relevant anymore, so I took them down.
4.
I was cleaning house a little bit.
2. 1.
I'm sure the command is. I'm sure the video's on. I put it on YouTube somewhere, right? Okay, I'm not gonna open anything. I'm just gonna wait for the tank, and I'm gonna hit things.
Help soak. Help soak.
You can, I think, post links
Dispel boss.
as a mod. I think.
Interrupt.
I'm not 100% on that. I know I can. What order do you upgrade your gear in? I go weapon and then helmet
Help soak.
for the meta gem for like raid clears, followed by tinker gem slots, then prismatic gem slots, chest and legs, and then boots at the very end. Boots are always last. If I wasn't doing raids, I would do if I wasn't doing raids at all, I would put the helmet later in that. Because the tinker gem wouldn't matter as much. Am I walking? Oh no, I've just got a lot of debuff on me.
Whirlwind. Help soak.
Bomb on you.
Help soak.
Bomb on you.
Enrage. Dispel boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Good, good, good. Yeah, I've had that happen too in heroic spoils where people just assume it's like normal or LFR and they just spam open boxes and get into big trouble. Do you think I'm going to get to 440 today? I already spent a bunch of bronze, but no, I don't think I'm going to make it quite to 440. $438. Okay. Time purple. It's 10:30. How many garish toenails do you have? 10. So all of them. One from each toe. Time for a break. Yeah. That's the trouble with these long raids. Playing Stardew on my Steam Deck, so I get the Switch controls, but the newest update. Oh. Clever. How much damage am I doing to these things? Like 2 mil? Does feel good when you get one of the rare weapon mods. I have Stardew on my living room PC, and then I have like a Xbox controller that I use it with. But it definitely doesn't feel as... I feel like Stardew is the smoothest with just a keyboard and mouse, but when I don't unless I'm playing WoW, I don't really like relaxing at my computer desk anymore. Like if I'm going to play games just to chill, I want to be an egg. I want to wrap myself in a blanket until I'm an ovoid and then not get up until I'm ready to hatch. You know? I do not want to sit like a human being at a desk. Great, but not really for chill gaming. Starting with my PC, Switch, at least 2 phones, take my money, Mr. Right. That's exactly how I feel. I've bought it on iOS, Steam, and the Switch, and I would do it all again. Is Stardew a hard learning curve? No, I don't think so. The nice thing about Stardew is that while there's a lot of things to know and learn and like get into, you don't have to know and learn all of it to enjoy the game. You can play the game and just kind of like explore it and live in the world, and you're not necessarily doing it wrong. There's not like a hard deadline where they're going to be like, well, game over, you suck. You can keep playing and doing all of the various things. You might miss like a window for a specific thing and then have to wait another in-game year to get that thing, like if you're trying to be a completionist. You might not get like your community center built in your first year if you're brand new and you're not looking stuff up, but that's okay. There's nothing that says that you have to do that. I think PC is probably the most popular platform to play it on because there's mods, keyboard controls are really good. but it works great on all of them. I actually really like iPad Stardew for when I'm traveling. I always start a new farm whenever I'm flying anywhere, because it calms me down in airports. Hazel, I just used your video for power leveling to 70 in Remix, and now I'm like 20 mounts richer. Nice. So many mods, it's not even the same game anymore. But Switch is close second. The problem with iOS and Switch is that you're not going to get updates until later. They do eventually come out, but you're sometimes waiting months for updates. You'll hear people talking about like this awesome new Stardew patch, and then you go to play it on your Switch, and you're like, wait, where is it? I was playing Stardew. I started a Stardew farm on my phone in the winter when we were at the emergency vet with Moose for like 6 hours. We were just waiting a really long time, and eventually I was like, well, I have battery in my phone. Stardew? Worked out. This has been a pretty fast siege. We've been in here for like 30 minutes. Because I think it was like just about 10 a.m. when we started. It was like 9:57. And there's only one boss left. It's pretty good. But if I were going to pick it up for the first time, I would play it on PC. Especially if I had a comfy PC gaming setup. Feels like we've been in here for a week. It's actually been an incredibly fast run, but I also feel that way. Staring at pixel art has never given me a migraine. That's not a struggle that I have. I'm sorry. That really sucks. I wonder if there's like a resolution fix or a brightness fix or something like that. Time for them to drop a mop remix too. Imagine they bring remix back, but it's literally mop again. They didn't do another expansion. They just did mop remix all over again. I would cry. Oh, did we break it? Oh. This time you're overpowered for real. You'd think that they would have sorted this out for Remix and expected people to be killing them really fast. It's a new raid. It's only been out 13 years. Yeah. I'm just gonna kill ads. That would be really cool if they surprise drop Panda Heritage Armor. I don't think they're gonna do it, but it would be awesome. I want to finish leveling that mage sometime. I have my poor panda mage in the levels 40s or 50s or something. I was just leveling her normally. I wasn't doing like the special strategy or anything. She doesn't have a mailbox to rely on. I'll just do raids in heroic dungeons. With how many people are power leveling in heroic dungeons, you the queues are really fast, and there's often at least somebody that can smoke mobs down in the dungeon, even if it's not you or anybody that you queued with, because they still fill the rest of the dungeon. They could give people who hit they should give people who hit 476 out of level 1 tune on a remix tune a frog pet for retail. Even if I play Squidgy in retail after they make her retail, I kind of don't ever want to leave the frog safety team guild. I think it's perfect. There's just explosive barrage pouring out of my character. Oh, I think I messed it up. I think I did something wrong. I'm just going to dismiss my pet, and I'm going to feign death so that I can be not causing any problems. Or any more problems. Whoops. Whoops. I'm getting more single stat epics today. Not exclusively, but more of them for sure. I still don't have an epic chest piece though. Good chance to catch up on scrap and gear.
Four, three, two, one.
Our boy melts.
Phase 2. Shockwave.
My pet's still catching up. It's not fast enough. Hilda's coming. There she is.
Phase 3.
And it's over. This is worth what? 4 bones? Oh, it's not over yet. I forgot. I forgot.
Target you.
There we go. Ooh. Oh, man, I get an epic chest and it's leech with a side of speed. Oh, dear. All right, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back. It's a cat. Kitty, you wanna... Can I sit back down? She looks kind of comfy. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I know. You're not going to be happy. I got you, though. Oh, thank you. I thought for sure she was going to hit me with them. That's very sweet of you. You're so nice. Nice kitty. All right. Except for the part of having level 40 gear at 70. That is a bit of a downgrade if you wanted to play the character at 70. It's fine if you just wanted to take your bronze and buy your stuff and then go, but you get something out of this arrangement too. Okay. I'm sending some gear upgrades. I'm gonna finish some dailies and finish some world bosses. Oh yeah. Another 1200 agility for me. Item level 500 bow. Let's go. That puts me to 434. I need to do a helmet later this time, actually, because I can only afford a couple upgrades. And I want them to be tinker slot pieces, because we're good with raids for the moment. Hazel, will you be watching the Montreal Grand Prix this weekend? It's the race of your homeland. I thought the race of my homeland was when they take the snails and then the fast snail, or was he a slow snail? I think I'm thinking about a Pixar movie. Is that where they race cars? We have a snail race? No, I think I'm literally just thinking of Zoom. I've invested already. I just don't get car racing. Like, if you're foot racing, that I understand. Because you're running really fast and you're working real hard. But car racing, it feels more like I'm sure it still takes a lot of skill and there's like really impressive technology and stuff that goes into it. But something about it's like, it's just, you know, you put down pedal, vroom vroom, car go fast. I'm missing a gene somewhere. I'm glad that people get a kick out of it. I think. I've never sat in a race car. How did you ever guess? Physical requirements they have to be to manage the speeds is nuts. Incredibly fit. Wild. I used to watch the Tour de France, and then every now and then someone would fall off their bike, and you would go, oh no, they got an owie. Big boo-boo. It's just like, I started watching that documentary about F1, and then I made it like half an episode in, and they were talking about how much money they spend on these cars. And I'm not saying that, you know, money should only be used for the most humanitarian of causes. I indulge myself as much as anybody else. But I just couldn't deal. I just couldn't sit and watch it. It was so much money. For cargo fast, sometimes on fire, you know? And I'm sure that I'm oversimplifying it, and I think it's okay. Not everything's for me. I'm not trying to shut it down or anything. It's just, woof. I had a brief moment where I thought I was back in Siege. I was like, wait, Shaw of Anger? Norishen? Hello? I also haven't done my world bosses. I was trying to do my world bosses and then Galleon was boycotting me. How warm is it outside? It was supposed to be like 22 and cloudy today, but because it's sunny, I bet you it's been warmer weather. The problem with the city is you look up Victoria, BC weather, and depending on where in the city it's getting your weather from, you're going to get wildly different answers. It can be like, it's like a different climate if you're talking the airport versus, because the airport's not even in Victoria. It's up in Sydney. Hi Hazel, hi Saga, hi Nordic. So it's currently 19 and sunny Celsius. And it's supposed to be high of 22 except 18 near the water. UV index very high. Okay. Gonna spend an obscene amount of bronze on that snail pet that eats other battle pets. Isn't it like a toy? Beach? Beach? If I'm sticking to my big girl schedule, I technically don't get off work till 4. It's a big if, but I can dream. That's one of the ways in which I'd been losing time, is because Monday, Tuesdays are my day off. Technically, Saturday, Sundays are work days for me, but I would sometimes just like stream in the morning and then treat them like a weekend and be like, all right, it's time to clean the house. And then, you know, let's get some groceries and et cetera, et cetera. 34 Celsius in Florida today. Goodness gracious, golly gee. Is this heroic? It is heroic. Yeah, I'm going to have to rework my schedule if it starts getting up to like 30 and stuff. Because we normally, Moose's normal walk time when he kind of gets his zoomies and wants to go out also kind of coincides with like the really hot, really high UV index part of the day. And there's going to come a time where we just can't be out. Then we're going to need to do it later or earlier or both. The answer is too humid. You know what I was daydreaming about? Was the lazy river at Typhoon Lagoon. It's like, man, I could totally sit I think it's because of the inner tube little Murloc floaty belt transmog. And I was like, I want a little floaty belt transmog, or just like an adorable inner tube that looks like a donut or something. And then I want to float in that, and I want to drift along a lazy river with a bunch of septuagenarians and just think no thoughts at all. Sounds very nice. Why 16? Because I started at 6. Is what is currently where I'm at. Let's do the world tour. Because I've realized that if I don't do something before stream, it's never gonna happen. And I didn't want to move the stream time slot because the stream time slot really works. Okay. Do I have more upgrades I can run? Maybe. I'm keeping my speed gems. I can get rid of my leech gems though. And then armor. We don't need armor gems either. Oh, I've got extras of those. It's always easier to scrap them if you combine them as much as possible first. I'm trying to get into some more heroic raids so we can do get more bronze, get gear upgraded. Plus there are some threads. We're getting kind of within range of 100k threads. That's nice. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I don't feel like I did my best damage in that Siege of Orgrimmar because there wasn't really time to. The group was so stacked. I gotta try a little harder. Sit up a little straighter. When I lived in Phoenix, got up at 5 a.m. for a walk every day. I remember reading headlines about the summer that Pokemon Go came out. People in Phoenix were having to like develop a nightlife to run around the city because it was like physically dangerous heat-wise to do it during the day. Remember visiting Orlando for Disney, being so hot when it was 94 degrees and 100% humidity, direct sun all day. Every time I've been to Orlando a couple times because I've done Disney a few times with my family growing up, and every time my curly hair would just go floomp. Especially because back then I was like straightening it and it would not stay straight between the sweat and the humidity and you know, the joys of vacation. You'd come out with a halo. Hmm. 98, 99 Fahrenheit in Disney this weekend, and I don't know how people do it. Do they ever close because of extreme heat? Or do they just, you know, like have cast members spray with water bottles and carry on? Mickey Mouse just chucking ice cubes at you. They must close if it gets hot, if it gets crazy hot. No? Just hurricanes. Mm. Can I change my... I'm going to change my loot spec to survival to see if I can get some of these polearms to drop. By the time I've pressed all my buttons, it's already... He's doing 18 million damage. My goodness. Uh-huh. I got a staff. I'm looking... I'm scrolling to see if my add-on, if Treasure Trove told me that I got like a new mog or something. I must have done. Yeah. Gowray's Staff of the Protector added to my collection. Because if we look at Trove Tally, and we're in, what are we in? Heroic tier 14 raids. There's, and we're filtering hunter items. We have everything? No, I need another staff. I need another two-hander. But I don't know if it would drop. Might do. I'll just leave it on survival see. See if I can get some more mog. I did a terrible job. I tried to kick it and I just missed. It was a super long, super slow cast. I had no excuse. I just missed, man. I think my perfect vacation would be like a nice lakefront cabin with like a dock, a little boat, a grill, maybe like a deck, some mountains. I think that would be like peak vacation. You know, you take the boat out in the morning or in the evening even, you catch a little trout, grill it up for dinner. Have coffee on deck. I'd say read a book on dock, but I'm probably not doing that unless I'm covered head to toe in sun protection clothing these days. Go swimming if it gets really hot out. I'm just lucky that I'm like walking distance from beaches. It's a long walk, but you can do it. I loved the Oregon coast, but I wasn't walking distance, that's for sure. Aw. That's really sweet, Saga. This is so fast.
Watch your step.
That sounds awesome.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Hi, kitty. You do get to keep your character after remix ends. They're all going to convert to regular retail WoW characters on whatever realm that you created them on. They'll just lose the time running tag and get access to the rest of the world. I think their gear is going to convert. You're not going to be able to keep like a crazy, like your power level, but the character itself. I didn't know that toy summoned like a little snail. It's one of the things that I don't have yet. I guess it's technically on my shopping list. It's nice being in heroic raids every day instead of normal. It's a lot more bronze. Elements, thank you very much for giving out 5 gift subs. Appreciate it. Aww. Regular, I was gonna feel so bland without tinkers. I don't know. I might have a better idea what my character's actually doing. In Remix, sometimes I just kind of like auto attack something and then like an orchestra begins to play and a music video happens and I don't really know how I did it. It's kind of funny playing a mode of WoW that seems to have so little to do with your rotation. It's not that you don't want to do your rotation properly, but with enough power you don't need to. You don't get that far. Aw, someone pet Harold.
Stack high. Phase 2.
Oh, we made it to 4 mil.
Stack change.
I think the buff from the fight helps. We did 11 million damage. I don't understand that fight either. I haven't had to worry about it yet. Hit boss, boss die, get loot. You can reset your stacks by running back out to like the outer edge of the room where you're not over the platform. Which I guess resets your damage taken amp, but you're not taking enough damage for it to matter. One more heroic siege and I'll have all the heirlooms. Nice. There must be people out there, or even in chat, that have had the stamina to run Siege of Orgrimmar on multiple difficulties within the same day every day. And I want to know if they have that kind of energy for the rest of their lives. If that's possible. That's so much stamina. I do Siege of Orgrimmar once and I'm like, congratulations to me, I did it. And I wasn't even on the meters. Got all the heirlooms. Was a fun time. Holy moly. No thanks. Yeah, I know you can do Siege a few times in a day, but I don't have the power. I don't have the capability. I don't have the strength of character. What is this energy you speak of? I don't know, man. I think it's something that you get if you, like, eat berries. That's what the acai people have been talking about.
Kill ads.
Would have done Siege twice, but on the Mythic run, the second boss bugged. Everyone rage quit. That's a bummer. Although I guess it's better to have it happen on the second boss and not like the second to last boss.
Target you.
That would be like Fallen Protectors. Yeah, that one's annoying. I think I've just been lucky with my daily runs. I've discovered that as long as I bring my good luck Fluby, everything's fine. I just gotta ask when he's going for his clears and just tag along. Sneak in there. Alright, toes time. I don't know how easy Mythic is supposed to be for 440 plus. I wonder, it might just melt. Like if you have a group of full of people that's like very geared, it might just melt the same way that Heroic does. Especially if you can get like a full team of 476s. Oh no, I don't want to upgrade those. I want to upgrade this. Expensive as it may be. Oh man, not quite enough left over. All right. I'm at 395 and I'm so poor. It starts to feel pretty good soon. 400 plus and you start to feel like a big shot. A little bit. Also hard to go back to a different tune once you hit 476. Yeah, I'm on the fence about whether or not I would ever upgrade a second character. I don't want to, but I would maybe do it for the sake of weapon mogs? I don't know. I'm hoping they come up with a workaround for the weapon mog situation because it's pretty gross.
Phase 2. AOE incoming. Phase 3. Run.
I know top item levels are nonsense and Giga overkill, but it is taking a while to get there. Yeah, it's definitely kind of a journey. Whoa. Maybe they didn't want it to be over too fast. Maybe they wanted you to feel like you really earned it by the time you got there. So I did a little better damage in that one. Did every quest in Craftsring for boxes to get one shield finally dropped after one of the last queues. Oh man. I think I'm going to try rare farming and see how that goes for the zone appearances that I'm missing. Off hours rare farming maybe.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your stack high target change. Stack
I'm just gonna
high.
stand the boss.
4,
Stack
Three.
high.
I'm on the board. 3rd place. We need more gear. Remix Warlords next. I would be so excited for remix anything. I don't even care which one's next. I just want something one day when the time's right. I'm probably just gonna have to get mailed that one. I can never. You would need a wand user as well. But I don't think I'm willing to get them set up for farming the highest level raids, so I don't think I'm getting all the weapons or anything. I'll just get as many of them as I can reasonably do. Hopefully Legion Remix can properly bring back artifact weapons. I wouldn't get your hopes up depending on your definition of properly. I could see them using the artifact weapon slot as the cloak, and I could see them maybe using like your artifact weapon appearance for it, kind of, but
Killads.
I wouldn't get too worked up for like all the traits, because I feel like Remix is a little bit less substantial than that.
Killads.
Pushback incoming.
Killads.
Might be boring start as a human paladin. Be nice to have the extra heartstone cooldown. I don't think that's boring. I think that's classic. Is that a new appearance for me? Yeah, it is. New transmog. Do not lifestorm up here. Okay. What about a little bit? I'd lifestorm. Yeah, I know. I kind of want to. I feel like I've just been told not to press a big red button, big purple button. I won't do it. I won't do it. I made a human for all the Shadowlands. I think they have beautiful animations. Oh, I so badly wanted to press Lifestorm. I almost did it. Do you think they would have known it was me? Actually, they would have seen it on the meters if they were paying attention. I'll save Call of the Wild. Go!
Shockwave.
Heart of Fear time. Man, I kind of forgot about Plunderstorm. As long as I can do it start to back in a week again, I think I'm fine with it. I think it's cool. 500s. Okay. I think we're making it past 438 today because we're at 438 now. Although I am almost done my daily clears, because unless I wanted to go look for like a Heroic Throne of Thunder, or heaven forbid a normal siege. Fluby's 476. He finished his gear just in the last couple of days. There's a balanced druid in my raid called Moose. If your dog played WoW, maybe he'd be a boom chicken. Moosey, I could see him being a boomkin. Boomkins are generally amiable people. That's what I found. Friendly bunch. Happy. They're making a killer bean game. I did not see that. Finding it hard to get epics in certain slots. I can't get an epic chess piece to save my life. At least not one with stats that I want. Love being a boomkin, especially with the new animations. Dreadway's creepy. When I think about Moosey, I think of him as being very dramatic. But I think that's just because those are the most moments that, like, I remember the most. I don't think he's, like, dramatic most of the time. But when he is being a drama queen, it's very funny. I don't know if he gets it from the Husky or the Malamute or the German Shepherd side of him, but it comes through. Selectively dramatic, yeah. He's pretty patient, but sometimes if you're making him wait too long for something that he wants, he'll just kind of look at you and he'll just like, ugh. He's got a really good exasperated sigh. Perhaps he gets it from his mom. That is my boy. Mom size usually heavy. We once had to knock on a door of a house we were walking by because there was a dog in their yard that had its head stuck in their fence. And we, found someone to alert that their dog's head was stuck in the fence. And when we first were like, hi, there's this thing going on. There's with the dog. The homeowner or the dog owner's first sentence was, what has she done now? What did you do this time? Like, you got the sense that this was not the first time this dog has gotten itself into trouble. They got it out just fine, but it was an energy that I've come to recognize. Although for me, it's mostly like, Moose, what are you eating this time? Whatever you're eating, don't. Meanwhile, you can offer the cat a piece of, like, fine sushi-grade fatty tuna, and she'll sniff it and look at you like, ew. Excuse me, my kibble, please.
Beware.
Kitty demands gross, fatty, gravy, salt infused foods. Maybe sushi needs to be on a prettier platter. A tiny piece of fish fell on the floor while I was filleting this cabezon, and Moose ate it so fast. I wasn't gonna let him have it, but sometimes he'll like, with a new food, he'll be like, what is this? I wonder if I should eat it. And he'll kind of like think about it for a while, or like mouth it a few times and then spit it out before deciding to eat it. But this, he like saw it in the air and was already moving and had swallowed it before you could blink. It was he was very committed. Dog likes fish. He seems fine. I think he's gonna survive. It was fresh fish. He also gets very in my business whenever I'm opening a can of tuna, which is very strange because I've never given him any. And his food doesn't really come out of cans. Old dog did that. Current one looks for it for 10 seconds, even if it fell right in front of her. Aw.
Beware.
Sometimes I'll give him something new to eat, and he'll really take his time before deciding. Like, we gave him a little piece of strawberry, and he did not know what to do with it for like a while. He was just kind of like licking it and then spitting it out and then trying to eat it and then spitting it out. I think it might have been a bit sour. But if you give him a piece of yam, he will take it to a secondary location. Like, he will trot and find his bed. And then he'll face himself towards the wall so that his head is as far away from you as possible, because so he doesn't think you're going to take it away from him. Yeah, I don't know if he thinks it's cat food. Kitty eats chicken food like he does. I do know that cat food's super palatable to dogs because they like spray it in fat to try to get cats to eat it. But maybe next time I go fishing, I'll cook a piece of fish for him. If I'm deboning it and cooking it anyways, he can have a little bit. I would like cook up a panfish for Moose. Dogs do that with baby carrots. Moose loves carrots. He also likes broccoli, but carrots definitely go first. If you give him a bowl that has like carrot slices and broccoli in it, steamed, because this is how it goes best with him, he will devour the carrots first. And then he'll take the broccoli and he'll spread it all over the living room. Like, he'll take one to the couch and then one to his bed and then one to like the doormat and stuff. But then he'll go visit each of the places that he stashed a piece of broccoli in to go consume them. We don't do it all the time, but it's a treat now and then. Fish pudding on the dog's kibble. Oh. And cute videos of owners giving their fluffy dog a lemon and seeing the dog try it and start barking at the lemon. Moose was barking. The first time I ever gave him peanut butter, he was barking at it because I think it stuck his mouth together, and he was like, "How'd you do that?" Wait, why? No. Woof. He was just a little baby nugget. I don't know if they're gonna do throne. I'm assuming not. Because I could do throne or I could do world bosses. Good bronze though. I had a dog that loved carrots even after some of her teeth were pulled, still managed to eat them. Okay. Let's scrap the extra gear. I'm getting some staff transmogs, which is nice. That's kind of a cool one. Interesting color. Oh, I guess I should check just make sure I didn't get a... I can't get an epic chest piece. It's just hasn't happened. It's the only thing that I don't have an epic yet. Look up an overworld farming spot instead. No, because they're tied to instances. If we're talking about the weapon mogs, they're tied to specific areas. Like if there's a weapon mog that comes from like Heroic Throne of Thunder, you can only get it from Heroic Throne of Thunder. It's kind of wacky. That's what Trove Tally's really good at, is telling you which things are available from where and which ones you have so far. Okay. World bosses, I think. How quick can we do Throne of Thunder? 30 minutes? Depends, yeah. I'll stick to world bosses. I don't think I have it in me to go over today. We might even go a little under. What's the biggest goal in Remix? I guess your biggest possible goal could be if you wanted to collect literally every cosmetic. Would be something. Would be a lot of bronze. And if you want all the weapons, you would need a few characters geared as well, which would be a lot more bronze. They're not going to let me delete my Time Runner's Bacon. They won't let me do it. Collecting the road drop weapons is awful. I'm kind of holding out hope that they do an arsenal. It's naive of me, but I kind of believe. Let's go north, actually. Shaw and then Undasta. But some people are using the opportunity to get a ton of characters leveled. Some people just want to collect some stuff, but not others. Like maybe just get all the mounts, but not worry too much about transmog, or get... There's like a handful of transmog sets that are like cool, or like transmog pieces that are really neat. This like chicken backpack is an example. You can get that from doing an achievement that's pretty easy. I love the chicken backpack. What do they call it? Half Hill Farmer's backpack, yeah. Got me human and undead alts up to 70 for heritage, so that goal is done. Nice. I made it to 439. I bet we can crack 440 today. I should thank Flabby for the world tour. Thank you for the raids. It was good. Do you think Shaw's gonna boycott me for as long as Galleon did? Level Drana for heritage. Lined up a few more to level for heritage as well. I can't believe I finally got a Worgen leveled. I guess it only took the 2 hours because we speed leveled it. What else is on my list, actually? Let me look. I have a heritage armor document on my computer. Somewhere. Infographics. No, that's not the one. Temp archive? My file structure is a nightmare. It's only navigable by me because it doesn't make any sense. Heritage armor to-do list. Yeah, let's move that one up out of that folder. That folder's no good. So I now that I've done Worgen, I specifically need to level a dwarf randomly. I could restore one, but where's the fun in that? Goblin and a Tauren. A regular Tauren. The real test of character is whether or not I can level and create a regular Tauren without giving him a real cringy pun name. I think a goblin will be super fun. And I can see making another dwarf being fun too, because dwarves have really neat character customizations these days. I've had a lot of dark iron dwarves. What class for goblin? Shaman's kind of funny. I was thinking maybe just hunter again. I like leveling hunters, and I like having tons of them. It's not like I can be a goblin druid. I'm gonna try and farm a few things, but keeping an eye on the Shaw pyrotechnics. Did Goblin Shaman fun totems? They're mining machines. I had a Goblin Priest during Cataclysm. I liked that because when they were channeling penance, their casting animation made it look like they were doing tickle fingers. It was a bunch of Gucci 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 Goo. And that made me happy. Do you think WoW is dying? I don't think WoW's alive. I think it's a game. I think it's a piece of software. And it can't feel anything. GPT for a name for my Tauren Pally, and it came up with sirloin steak. I hate that I find that funny. Sirloin steak. Oh dear. Okay, I'll bite. I'll ask. What should I name? What would I make? A Tauren Hunter? Tauren Priest? Tauren Paladin? What should I name a Tauren Paladin in World of Warcraft? Choosing a name can be quite fun. Here's a few suggestions. Okay, this is not as fun. It wants me to name him Lighthorn, Prairie Protector, Thunderblade. Sirloin steak is better. Torrents. I like torrents. Those are actually good names, yeah. Prairie Protector. I don't think you can get the name Earth Guardian. It's given I'm the real Farseer energy. Give me funnier names. Yeah, that's true. Make them funnier. And with puns. Let's add a dash of humor. I hate AI. Okay. Name number 1. Moohammer. Ooh, name number 3. Bovine Divine. Number 4. Heifer Healer. Number 5. Cudgel Cudchewer. I'm kind of in love with Moohammer, but I don't think it would happen. I think it's just because Moo's a shortcut to me liking a name. I had Hazel Moo. McStabberhorn. I might actually use AI to come up with name ideas. I bet you if you can come up with the right prompt, it'll come up with some good ones. My usual method of just scrolling through the dictionary isn't much better. Much more appropriate. Majestic. Darumu. I don't think anyone's gonna list Shawvanger because people can just solo it now. There's not like a lot of incentive to do anything. Here, I'll do the thing. Shaw of Anger. Wait group. Why would I reply to my AI with, haha, I love Moohammer. Does it need validation? I guess maybe it needs to know which ideas I like so it can get an idea of what to say next. Secret Holy Nova Priest tech is... I think it's be a trial account character, so you're locked at level 20. Doing dungeons so that you get threads to your cloak. And then pressing Holy Nova. I don't know if there's any, like... specific interactions with Holy Nova. You would use like your normal DPS gems, but I think it's just press Holy Nova. Thanks, ChatGPT. My Volpera Hunter shall be Foxy McArrowface. All right, what are funny names for Goblin Shaman in World of Warcraft? Let's see what they got. Sunhorn. Ooh, there's good shaman names. Shockbroker. Excellent. Zapomatic. Not as funny. Fine. Reasonable. Okay. Here we go. Job done. 96,000 threads. Let's go look for Indasta. Shockbroker is indeed excellent. Guild leader likes to call that baby magic. What happened over here? The Legion's there. Why did I not know about this? I pay. It shows how much attention I've paid. Argus, is that you? Miss mountains sometimes. I don't know if they have the same punch when you can't fall to your death by running off of them. I love the waterfalls, though. Secret DH hangout. Oh, did they stick one up there? Did we eat Illidan to Pandaria at some point? We don't know exactly when the expansion comes out just yet. This year, sometime. Sometime within the next 6 months. You know what my secret tech is for this? I summon my water strider pet, and then I have it water walk me. And now I'm fast. I mean, the better tech is to land on the beach before you get kicked off your mount, but, you know, what are we, professionals? Couple people here. I like killing mobs around here for bronze while I'm waiting, but you mostly just get bones and stuff. I wonder how much bronze I need still. I think it's somewhere in the 500,000 range, 600 maybe? If we open all the things and we look into remix. We've collected 66% of the things from the Infinite Bazaar. Unfortunately, I don't think that's exactly going to be super accurate because I think that if I own most of the appearances, but not all of them from a set, it's going to count how many of them I've collected, even though I'd have to technically buy them again or pay for them again if I was missing stuff from the rest of that set. Oh, it says I need another 674k to buy everything, along with 38 Bones of Manaroth to buy everything that I'm missing from the Bazaar for all classes. That's a pretty good amount of farming. Yeah, I had the weak card yesterday. I deleted it because it was stressing me out. I didn't want to see it. So does this just showing me weapons? Yeah. It was a good week war though. I have so many band-aids. I never use these Time Runners bandages. I'm sitting on 713 of them. Prefer all things layout for stuff I need. Even with Can I Mog It and all the things and trying out a few different weak cores, I'm still having a brutal time trying to stay organized while I'm purchasing as many things as I can off the vendors. Getting the mounts was straightforward and easy and not a problem, but like trying to parse through the Mog is proving annoying. Squishy's invincible, however you spell it. Squishy. Oh, I could learn how to tame dire horns. Must have dropped at some point. From a dinomancer. I had no idea. I got an ancient tome of dinomancy. What, hang on. Where's the dire horn? Those aren't dire horns. Mog spreadsheet. Love the smell of Excel in the morning. You wanna know something embarrassing? I don't have any reason to pay for a copy of or access to Microsoft Office software. So when I need spreadsheets, I'm either in Google Sheets, a la the add-on document, or I use Apple Numbers on my MacBook. It works pretty good. But whenever you ask for help from somebody on like how to do something, they're like, what is this? Why are you using this weird hipster software? It's like, 'cause it's free. And it does everything I need it to. I just have to Google it every time. I wanted to know what spec a dire horn is. I was gonna beast lore it. I don't know. Not sure I can support a streamer who doesn't use Excel. Yeah, I pay for enough software. I pay for Creative Cloud. That's a write-off for me, but it's an expensive one. But that's gets me through all my editing and stuff. Hazelnut chatters? Hello. The new, it's not just in Premiere. Lots of editing software has it now. text-based editing with like auto-generated transcripts is kind of bananas. It's not right for me to use for like my news videos because it doesn't quite make sense for that format. I tried it out and it was slower than my normal workflow, but you can search, like if you're like, man, I was talking about this thing or I said this phrase somewhere, where's that clip? You can literally search like a thing and it'll be like, ah, here it is, and then you can just kind of grab the clip and then like it's wild. I was reading about how people that are specifically making documentaries are using it to build cuts together, and it's just so cool. I actually installed LibreOffice after we were talking about that because I needed something to view. I needed to view CSV files on my PC without re-uploading them to Google Docs. So I used LibreOffice for that, just for pulling up like huge lists of like exchange rate history and stuff. 38 toenails is how many you need. There's an out of context sentence. Hi, user Hazel. Hello, user Scarlet. There he is. Where's our friend? Why did I come into stream talking about toenails? They mean the bones of Manaroth. That's what we're talking about. Just doesn't always feel like it. So I need Timeless Isle and I need Throne of Thunder. Isle of Thunder. I've been meaning to paint my nails for like a whole week and I haven't made time for it yet. I want them to be pink. We're going... Let's do Isle of Thunder first. Timeless Isle is a nice cozy place to end your day. Update on my Game of Thrones watchery. I have not continued. Yeah, you can buy the heirloom weapons with the bones as well as Tusks of Manaroth. 38 is the total that you need to buy all of the heirlooms plus tusks. Yeah, the Premiere text transcribing is very good. I have to, if I want to use it for captions, I have to review it manually because it has a tendency to split my sentences in weird places. And it doesn't always like World of Warcraft words. Every time I say Siege of Orgrimmar, it has an absolute crisis. But it's generally like really quite good. And I imagine if you weren't talking about something so fantastical, it would be even better. Have you considered saying siege slowly? Siege isn't the word it trips up on. It has issues with Orgrimmar. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world to go through. I haven't done it for the news video today yet. I ran out of time. When someone says SOO, I have a crisis. Yeah, that's fair. Never had a true dwarven raid. We've had, like, dwarfy dungeons, but I'm thinking of, like, Wrath dwarfy dungeons. Halls of dwarves. It's because Orgrimmar is not a word in any language that it knows. So it hears you say it, and then it goes, well, you must have said something else. And then it tries to come up with the closest approximations. I'm finding all kinds of rares on the way. I'm just getting threads. We should do Lei Shen's Trove before I forget. I need to get my threats. That was a really long flight to get here, but we did find a ton of rares, so I can't complain. I feel like I'm running low on Lesser Charms of Fortune. Like I'm just barely sustaining a balance because I'm spending 10 every day on a key. Where'd my Yakfur go? Yakfur. How do you get past the first room? I run. I'll show you. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I run around with a double Trailblazer. Aspect of the cheetah makes you pretty fast. I just go in a straight line, hit the lever. Boom. There's a lever that unlocks each door. They're on the left-hand side of each room, kind of near the door. And they're always in the same spot, so once you get used to where they are, you've got them. Whatever that is probably dead. Probably. Oh no. It's just here. Did someone summon it? All right. Send us in. I have the gem on me for Door of Shadows, but I don't have the boots that are already pre-done. So here's your first lever. It's on the left-hand side of this pillar. Ow. My bad. Oh, 2 brown chests over here. Or golden treasure chest, pardon me. That's the second lever. Made it to Saturday. Hi, Tomcat. How are you doing? I hope you are having a beautiful start to your weekend. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, you can just pop them in and out with Narcissus. It's not bad. Hey, excuse me. Whoa. Oh, I thought turtling would save me. I should have gone the other way. I should have gone just right over. No! Right over the arrows. Help. I'm being not smart. Okay. And then on this side, it's up on the left-hand, like, banister of these stairs, kind of. Oh, who's interrupted me? Lightning. much time we have left? 3 minutes? Oh, I've got 44 seconds left on that anyway. Never mind. I was going to door shadows over to the side. I wonder if I got an achievement for that. Oh, maybe there's like different guys that are at the end of this. It was just achievement progress. Alright, 70 seconds. Ooh, actually, I think I know what I want to do with it. I think that the best way for me to use my last cloak of shadows is or door shadows is probably to get up onto this ledge because there's like a bunch of stuff up there as opposed to just one. What do you mean no path available? You're fired. You have no path available. Alright, well that's upsetting. I'm sure you can still use it to skip like part of that jump or whatever, but I don't know. I think I'm not gonna make it. Whatever, man. I didn't want to go up there.
10.
I just fly straight to the Isle of Giants. I just point my dragon riding mount north
6.
and go as far up as I can.
3, 2, 1.
Just what I expected out of a Google Sheets user. Loot boxes is the goal, but the dark brown ones, the golden ones, are wildly more valuable than the other ones. Because those are going to have the good threads in them. And if you get to the end, you get a bunch of, like there's a bunch of them at the very end. So I try to do the boss and those ones early, and then I'll kind of go back and loot any extras with the rest of the time that I have. I don't even know what this is. Certainly not anything I did during Pandaria. But I like doing remix because you get spools. Shall we see if we can get a Nalic kill? Threads! I guess I should do all of my housekeeping while I'm waiting for Nalak at his spawn point and not like here in this cave where nothing can spawn. One of my extended WoW breaks. Raft makes it nice for the rest of the way to the island. Oh, that's a good tip. Any Nalic? No? Okay. Yeah, I'll join a waiting group. I'm good with that. I do have an add-on to manage my gems. There's a link to it there. It's Narcissus. I click on this hourglass here, and then I can pop gems in and out. I have not done Mythic Siege for Orgrimmar yet. I might just get to 476 first. You don't have to get to 476 first, but I'm extra. There's something very satisfying about just putting the gems away. It's like the easiest puzzle ever. Find the thing that has at least 3 and click on it. And if you do it, if you miss any, it's okay. You'll get them later. Did I not get into that waiting group? I didn't. 476. Just been having fun carrying heroic world tours with people. Yeah, it sounds like it wouldn't necessarily, unless you get into a crazy strong group, it wouldn't necessarily be that much better bronze per hour doing mythic compared to regular. It's just there to have like a stretch goal to work towards. I got to 400 before my first heroic world tour. You could do it underneath then if you can get into a group, but you would be considered a carry. If you go to the weird cave off the Timeless Owl, can you report to Warlords of Draenor? I think they probably thought of that. Oh, I got into the waiting group. Wowie. Goodbye, Sandalari Ankle Render. Be free. Besides Narcissus, using anything else? Yes. I have been using Trove Tally. I just picked that one up a couple days ago to track the appearances that are the remix exclusive weapon appearances that are drops and not from the vendor. A couple of weak ores have come in sort of handy. I had like a bronze tracker and a thread tracker to track bronze and threads per hour for a bit from Bacon, but I've turned those off now. Same thing with Pandaria bronze completion. There's a weak ore that kind of shows you how close you are to getting everything with bronze. Haven't been using that. Ooh, remix mail helper for power leveling, for mailbox power leveling. Remix mail helper is great because it will pull things out of your mail but leave the XP tokens in there for the sake of the mailbox leveling cheese. Can we get in a producer? We can mount up on it. You can click on the auctioneer, but it doesn't do anything. Plenty of bronze go around. Priority focus should be on things you can't get with bronze. You need obscene amounts of bronze to get everything. Especially if you also want to upgrade your gear. So making sure you've got like a pretty steady bronze intake is good. I would prioritize things that you can't get with bronze if you're trying to be super completionist about it. But my main thing has just been making sure I do kind of like my dailies. I do my world boss kills. I do a random daily heroic scenario in dungeon and then a normal scenario in dungeon. I do as many raids as I can stomach for bronze every day. And those things give you threads as well, so you're also getting your cloak juiced up so you can do it all faster the next day. If I was trying to get bronze and I didn't want to mess with gear upgrades, I would just level alts with the mailbox cheese. I would just use I would just power level alts to 70 and then spend the bronze that they get for getting to 70 on whatever it was I was trying to buy. Isn't it getting overwhelming with classic, Season of Discovery, remix, and retail? I bet you if you were trying to do all of those things, it would be. I don't know anybody like that. I'm sure they exist, but I don't know anybody like that. Most people I know would be playing maybe 2 of those tops. Maybe. And usually just kind of 1 at a time. Sorting out what may be useful to players. Put together in the next few days. Yeah. I think my head's hollow. Oh, and Alexa. I can see the inside of my mouth. Why does she have fully laid out teeth? But her head hollow like a Barbie doll. Oh, okay. There's my greater spool. I've never actually zoomed into my gnome that far to like... It must have been like a special angle. I don't think I'm allowed to do that normally. Okay. Oh no, I need to do the timeless style world bosses too. No, I was so close. I mean, I could just not get the threads, but what do you mean? I'm so close to 100,000 threads. If I was going to do timeless style, I need to do Hearthstone, Fly there, Celestials, and then Ordos, and then I'm done. Maybe gnome brains are in their teeth. Flossing, doubly important. Characters make a lot of faces in combat. Yeah, I guess maybe you can see her teeth in various shots. I thought it was funny they just went all the way to the back. Timeless style. That's where I was going. You can buy the teleporter. Kirintor Beacon Toy takes you to the camp on the Isle of Thunder if you are on the Isle of Thunder. Right. Oh, for coins. What if I'm saving them for my birthday party? Oh, look who's up now. I'm not going to slash Rude Galleon. I won't do it. I'm going to be the bigger gnome. You need honored rep to buy the trinket. Yeah, I haven't done Xiaohao rep. I have neutral rep with Xiaohao. He just missed his son. I wish the Kirintor Beacon Toy would port you to the Isle of Thunder from anywhere. That would be sick. No, limit to how many characters you can have on one server is the same as your account character limit. You can have them all on one server if you like nowadays. They changed it. You taunted him with his child. Listen, if he had been paying attention, maybe his child wouldn't be with me. I don't know where I'm going with this. If he was a more present parent, maybe the son of Galleon wouldn't be gallivanting across Azeroth with Squidgy. Love shirt. Very cute fish. Thanks. It's going after a fly. It's a hungry fish. All right. Do we think I'm cool enough to solo these? Who's up next? Who's it gonna be? Who wants some? I'm bad. Let's use one of the toys. I think these wings are so cool. I love those toys. Hi Hazel, how are you? Hello, I'm doing well. How are you? I'm a little tired, but that's okay. There might be a nap in my future somewhere. Slash flex. Ooh, bought a Venus flytrap. Cool. Cute in a slightly terrifying way. Anarchy Moves, thank you for the 44-month resub. Almost 460 in remix. Woot! You're cranking. Alright. See if I can do it. There is somebody else here, so it's not just me. But we're doing like 2 mil DPS. It's okay. I'm waiting for these exponential gains. They're taking their sweet time. Alright. Let's go do Ordos. We point ourselves kind of towards the middle pillar. And meteor chip. Am I good or what? Hang on, I have to summon my pet again. They get confused. Hilda, come tank. My cooldowns are on, but that was my I usually land like way farther away than that. I'm happy with that. What a gamer. Get mild cognitive dissonance when Hazel's video shirt doesn't match her Saturday stream shirt. I could put it back on, but if I'm being good, I record those on Fridays. If I'm wearing the same shirt, it usually means that my life has fallen apart and I woke up at like 4 o'clock to try to fix it.
Watch your feet.
Oh, yeah. Come on, main stat. I'll take some versatility. We're at 98k threads, pretty close. I'm going to log out here. And then I can do Ordos tomorrow, first thing when I log in. I don't know what I would do for the meteor chip move if I didn't play a hunter. I need disengage to break my momentum so that I can actually like fall, because otherwise I feel like I would just sail right over it. Infinite power 12, you unlock Ordos? Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I did anything else special. You don't even need to use the toy. I think you just have the achievement and then the bridge will work. The thing I like about disengage, and I guess you could also use like a demon hunter glide or like an evoker glide, is that it breaks your momentum. If you levitated yourself mid-fall, you would just go really far. But I'm going to wrap up for the day. I'm all done. We did it. It is noon on a Saturday. I'm going to proceed with my day, but I'll be back tomorrow for a Sunday morning stream. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. Appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful beginning to your weekend and a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.